Okay, hello, welcome back to Backpack Battles, which releases tomorrow, March the 8th, which is actually 2 days away, 1.5 days. Okay, there's a new recipe, a stone helmet. It's probably the helmet and 2 stones, I would imagine. There's Heart Container is less powerful now. Heart of Darkness is... Wait, or is it more powerful? To empower it takes, rather than 3 seconds, 2 seconds? And the Heart of Darkness takes, or is that the amount of empower it gives? It might be the amount of empower it gives, that's not clear. Stone cooldown 3.5 seconds, you throw it once. Unless you buy the stupid stone bag, but nobody buys that. Attacks needed to gain empower. Okay, the claws of overpowered clawness have gone even more overpowered. People already love the spiky claws because it's part of the overpowered build, and Dark Notice is now a dark build. Protective Purse, never seen it. Can we maybe get to grandmaster status today? We shall try. Never made it so far, but we'll try. And ooh, I'll take a instant extra dagger. I know the backpack space would have actually been, we're actually gonna, oh, because that's actually really good for 4th. You know, we're going to need the extra backpack space as it is, so we might as well get... They're making a spike shield. Brenogs. I mean, a platinum card. That's so cheap. Like, I need to take it. The platinum cards, maybe, you know, just... through around by going for that, but I think it will pay off in the long run. They've got a beating build, Felix, of course, and you can afford to lose 1 or 2 rounds. So reflects 2 debuffs for each star, legendary, godly, or unique item. Increase chance to find unique items, and you can take an extra unique. Am I gonna do that, or am I gonna do this? I think I'll double my trouble for now. Boil and bubble. Yeah, double the pans, and if I could fit the extra pig in, I would, but we can't. I want it, even though it's probably smarter to get the thing. I'm going to reserve it, as dumb as that is. And then, like, I could get this pad in there so that it does an extra trigger on that as well. That would be even better. And that's what we did. Okay, so, you know, this doesn't look the most attractive backpack. They've got a probably 11 damage though. They've gone for that one. You know, they didn't go for the hearts. Dealing? Like, the 11 damage early would have actually been pretty huge for you. I've always believed in you. Leather boots! I have never seen these! They must be part of the new stone boots recipe. Or if they changed what the other boots were. Health drops below 70%, gain a look and 1 empower and 8. It's the same. But now they look different boots. Like, you know, they're not the girl boots. These are, like, more manly sort of boots. Don't question it. It's all boots at the end of the day. They're also glowing epic. I don't know. Maybe they are different and they work with stones? I don't know. I don't know. Right, we're losing a trigger on that, but that's fine. I'm going to put this in storage for now. Just because I wanted to reroll for extra backpack space. An extra backpack space we got. Okay, that lets me put that back up there. We're going to do this way around. So that I can do this. Now that only triggers 1 of these. And I don't think there's... Potentially. I don't know. There might be a way. But I think it's a stupid way, so I'm not going to do it. That was better like that. Is that better like that? The pan's going to trigger more, but the thing will trigger less. Yeah, whatever. There's ways that I can make it work, but I think it's too much effort. And again, you know, the min-maxing for all the effort isn't worth it. Lone Wolf! Like, you know, spending 10 hours thinking about it might have made a difference there, but... Hey, we're lacking stamina. Oof, that is huge! Banana as well, 4 actual stamina. Okay, and then... and then we mess up the entire backpack. This is fine. Right, so that's going to solve a lot of problems in itself. This actually isn't terrible. 1 mana activation. This will also solve our stamina issues, let's face it. Is it worth selling pig to get that? I think it's too early for that. Right, extra backpack space and extra pig back in the spot. And then I might as well hold a stone for now. Might as well. And there are ways that we can make this work, but at the same time, I'm just not going to bother with the too much effort. Inefficient bananas! Eric Incorporated, but they've got still a winning build. But these bananas are not going to get the extra 10% trigger. They misunderstood. It says not other bananas. Gingerbread Jerry! Well. Trying to grab the backpack. Right, so first and foremost, backpack goes like that. Then, Gingerbread Jerry, he might not be getting an efficient trigger right there and then, but that gives... Okay, no, we should try and min-max Gingerbread Jerry. And then Gingerbread Jerry also cooks that pan. And I can still solve this. That does remove a Gingerbread Jerry. And I think we would rather Gingerbread Jerry activate extra. Because every 3 seconds he uses a lot of stuff that we have to gain 20 maximum health. Triggers 10% faster for each food type. I realised that we're not... Use 1 luck and 1 empower, 1 heat to gain, and 1 mana. To gain 1 empower, the empower, the regen and maximum health could all be pretty good. But we don't currently have those. Right, so that's 5. We have stones that we can sell. He is also godly, but, you know, it's reflect 2 debuffs for each godly, and it's not that great. There's ways and means of doing this better. Do we ever do it better? No, we do not. Do we ever? No. I might reroll. That's tempting. 3. I mean... I think we got it, right? And then... I think that's better activating off that, so, you know, like, what am I actually going to use the extra speed on? Maybe I do this. Which, move Gingerbread Jerry along 1. Which then causes other issues of its own. Right, let's get rid of this. Right, so we then need to rearrange everything again. Which actually causes even different issues, but we can solve it, because if we put the backpack like that, issue resolved. That's not what I was trying to grab, game. And then we're gonna cook that like that, and that in there like that, so that, you know, everything's activated. It changes up our positioning a little. But things are still getting the extra activations that they're meant to get, and we've got Gingerbread Jerry involved, and we can have another unique skill still. So there's the opportunity for an extra unique. Undy smashed and destroyed, right? So Gingerbread Jerry. Okay. Double food. Double food means we need to consider how to work this better. Right, so Gingerbread Jerry is fully activated. I mean, increase your chance to find unique items by 10%. You can obtain +1 unique item. We've already got +1 unique item now. So this is kind of, you know, it's done its job. Can't afford that. And he's getting equal regardless. I'm gonna do this for now. Like, you know, we'll get activation off that. On hit, 50% chance to stun for 0.5 seconds. Fatigue starts, we gain 10 in power. And actually, if I place that there, like, Gingerbread Jerry's still getting his activations. And, right, so accuracy is 90%. It's an extra weapon with no stamina cost. We, on hit, 50% chance, but when fatigue starts, we gain heat. Triggers 10% faster for each different food type. You know, it's fine at the moment. Honestly, the regen is better. I'm gonna roll with this and keep the extra money. And, you know, we don't need this loyalty card anymore. We're gonna get rid of Resil. Obviously, we could have got it to reflect debuffs, but, you know, what did they debuff? Nothing, really. Oh, keep on our nice stuff. And that goes on Pumpkin King as well. We need to find a way to get this involved. We're at 1.3 stamina a second at the moment. Right, that's a lot of stamina for the moment. It's a shame there's no real good way of doing that. I mean, this on that dagger, I need to happen. Right, this sells for 4 golds. And, like, I could buy an extra dagger. Keep. Right, that lets me put that to make a bloody dagger. And I'll take the extra regen for the moment. And then we've got a Wuppertinger, which will do huge things for us when we get the opportunity. We've got 2 uniques. They've got none. Kenny. Oh my god, we killed Kenny. What a terrible joke. Okay, Wuppertinger, Pumpkin, and Jerry are not pets. Pets are not food. These are food. Oh, you just want me to win, do you? Victory is on sale cheap right now. In fact, that should go like that. And I don't necessarily need him to be activating 10% faster, but then again, if I grab this, 8 to 10, 4 to 7, 6 to 12. That's fine. We don't need perfection. Lots of stuff that we want, and lots of stuff that we don't necessarily need, but won't be huge, right? This is a pretty good backpack as it is. Once we get the Wuppertinger in there, once we get the Glowing Crown in there, and I'm gonna hold on to my money just because we can. If we get an extra thing for an extra pan, so be it. But, you know, we're, like, zooming at the moment. I've got a heart. Johnny! And, you know, they're trying to go Thorn builds perhaps, but not getting it. Was I trying to reserve something there? This! Hatches after 2 rounds, reflects 2 debuffs. That's pretty good. But Volpatinga's better and we need backpack space more than anything. But I still need backpack space, right? Cap of resilience, not what we're after. Speedy, right, this means that I need to get this involved. Pandemonium! Medium. Right, that lets me get the Volpatinga in for the moment. Once that's made, that will save some stamina, which will let me throw this right back in here. And I think that that's all good. And then, you know, I'll probably need to rearrange some things. Elastoforu! They're spiky, hardy. We're not destroying them as much because we're not using the Spike Ripper, but still. Victory nonetheless is still a victory. Okay, and then that will go like that. That's 3 activations immediately. And then this with a... that works still the same, I guess. Really, I need another blueberry. To be honest. We've got 12 monies. They must have just reskinned the boots. That solves issues if I can find another veg. That solves some other issues. How am I going to do this? Like, there's things I'm considering, but I don't know if they're necessarily the greatest idea. Right, for the moment, right, backpack space. Like, if I raise you up, right, that goes there. That goes down 1. That lets him get double, say 20% faster activation now. That lets me get my sword back involved, which, you know, 1.5 stamina per second. It's not that high, really, actually, game. It's actually pretty acceptable. And, you know, we're missing an activation off that, but 1 more set of blueberries and we're golden. And... guess it doesn't hurt to take that for now, but this is actually pretty good. They've got a very fancy old backpack right here. Evil Knievel! But, you know, we've got 2 legendary unique items. Pineapples. I do like my pineapples. But... how do we fit it? Okay, backpack space lets me make a strong health potion. That will sit like that. You know, pineapple can sit like that for now, just for the space convenience. Extra, like, we lose a bit of regeneration, but I think that's okay, to be honest. We're still winning regardless, so it's all good. And they've got... I don't know if they're gonna win. You think they shouldn't. Like, this is a very questionable backpack. Heart of Darkness. Hearts. I could sell this to literally get the Heart of Darkness in an instant. Like, do we care about that? We're not really using it. Heart of Darkness! Right, I'm going to put it separate just to make the Heart of Darkness. Heart of Darkness overpowered. Let's face it. And then we, okay, they've gone questionable legendary backpack. They've got Blood Ripper, but a little too vindish. I've got the thing that nerfs your entire build. 5 more rounds to try to get 21 for a 0 to plus. Like, yeah, we got a pretty good build. And 4 lives. All we would have to win is 2. Okay. Normally it goes very wrong because the game is all of a sudden like, ha 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 ha. This was ridiculously stronger than you should have been facing and stronger than anything you faced to this day. Randomly gain that or stamina. Randomly gain an empower or 3 mana and remove 2 mana from your opponent or remove 1 stamina from your opponent. Like, that's pretty good. Extra Volpatinger. %30 faster Volpatinger. And why not, for the moment, an extra bit of that? We still need a blueberry. I'm going to reserve the Volpatinger because Volpatinger is just really, really, really good. They've got a huge big chonko. They've got bounty on the head. Like, look at this. Look at this! We defeated vampirism, magic torches, magic shields, overpowered. Like, we knocked them out, and all of a sudden it turned around. What happened? 11 in power, 11 heat. Volpatinger let Gingerbread Jerry trigger. Volpatinger actually MVP. Okay, right. And then they had 18 heats and 6 mana, but they couldn't beat this, right? Volpatinger let us turn it around against this ridiculously overpowered builds. Like, it minimizes that effectiveness, but that's not the worst. Okay, Bloody Dagger in the corner. Jinx Tortilla would be huge. Like an extra pet that can trigger and help the Volpatingers would be pretty big. And right, we have 4 lives to survive 4 more rounds. All we have to do is win 1 more. Big backpack of pain. Danielle! Destroyed. Is having 2 unique items overpowered? Hey, they had 2 Jinx Tortillas. They had a lot of stuff, right? Jinx Tortilla, right. So we cannot lose now. Backpack space is on sale cheap. Okay. Now. Yeah, I'll go like that. Like, it does minimize things going off. Facts. Like, yeah, we're getting 1 less pet friend trigger. Blueberry. Blueberry. I can make this work. There we go. Perfect. Okay, right, so that's now fully triggered. He triggers this Volpatinger faster. You're not getting as much, but I don't care that much. Like, we've already won, so we need to rub it into that. Extra mushroom might be better than the thing, but we already get 1,000,000 triggers of that anyway, so that's irrelevant as it is. That would actually go pretty big. Just because it's backpack space. Okay, mana and health potions, Crown of Invincibility, Infinite Hearts, they've got Fatigue Monster, they've got the Blood Ripper, but we're still better than them because we are the greatest at the game, and the Heart of Darkness and Volpatinka just slightly overpowered. I'm not going for the meta nonsense, but you know, I might perhaps be a little bit overpowered. Some might consider that this build may be to a very, very slight degree overpowered. Volpatinga. I mean, this has... it only needs 3 activations, it doesn't need, but that's more mana activation, that's pretty big. This is just here for the memes and the lols. This doesn't make a difference, but if I do this, it does, because he gets an extra activation, and like this one cannot hit anywhere. Oh, an extra dagger. I mean, it's on sale sheet. Survive 2 rounds, we're gonna win easy regardless, but you know, okay, super potion, super anti-poison builds, actually a lot of spiky, healthy pineapples. Under normal circumstances, 4 pineapples, potions, Spike Ripper, Spikes, Volpatinga, and anti-poison Gooberts. Like these, you could have put this banana between these and then that this way, and you'd have had more activations. And these bananas are not activating, and you know, you could have rotated it and put this banana up here so that you had a blueberry here and these here, and then it would just still... But it ended up min-max. He's also going for the double uniques, but he hasn't got a single unique. Maybe he's only just made it. That is pretty powerful as well. Do I have the fatigue stone? No, I went into the Heart of Darkness. Of course it did. Survive 1 round, just for the lols. We're gonna turn it into a poison dagger, and you're also gonna get poisoned. And I could get a 3rd Volpatinga, but I think that, you know, you deserve a bit of a break. We got 1.5 stamina usage, is not high. Oh. Can I fit this anywhere? Yes, I can. Perfect. Now I can get my extra dagger in there just to really rub it in there, you know? Really, really rub it in that wound. But yeah, also, I should do what a lot of people have been complaining. And we should put the camera in the bottom left. Wow, we actually lost one. I wasn't paying attention. They have a pineapple. Pineapple, a pumpkin. They have a hammer and a cursed dagger and a cleanse. And they put a lot of stuff on us. They got the stone helmet. Reduces damage taken by 25% for 5 seconds. Gain 20 rent from being stunned. That's not that good. They've got a heat stone. What happened? Poison, like stamina. It must have just been the stuns from the hammer. And randomly gain that and remove mana from us. I don't know, that backpack doesn't look like it should have won. And yet it did. Fine, we still won overall, which gave us plus 19. Even though, wasn't it meant to go up to plus 23? I guess if we hadn't lost a life at all, it goes up to plus 23, but whatever. I take that as a win regardless. Because it was a win. I take that victory as a victory. Because it was a victory. Don't question it. It makes total sense. Okay. We'll hold the 2 golds. We've got an extra pig to sell once we've got in there. Dipsy Danger, eh? Trying to rearrange my cup onto the side. Wow, we died to bland, basic Dipsy Danger. It's the most basic build of them all. I mean, cheap, quick hammer, extra backpack space. I'm gonna hold the extra pan. Gonna hold it. Right, this gives us a bunch of coins. It's half price. It'll sell back to its own 4 gold anyway. And Mr. Chocobo, whatever you want to call it. I say Chocobo. Chocolate Chocobo. Barely won that one. By rights, 2 swords and a couple of stones should not be that close to winning. He was almost very, very lucky there. Trash in the shop. Dagger! Extra pig is extra coins. I'll take an extra dagger. Dagger. Daguerreotype. So that's the Life is Strange that for some reason is never gonna leave brain. Okay, high stamina usage. We can go another round with the hammer, smash the piggo, get some more coins. There's 5 gold coins, it's free money. Wunaboise? Wow, Wunaboise destroyed us. Okay, maybe I should have waited for the cheap frying pans rather than the pans that I bought. One more round? Yeah, one more round. We got more opportunities to capitalize upon that. And then, actually, that works maybe a little better. I'm gonna take a potion as well. I think the backpack space is more important, honestly. Right, okay, then we can flip it about a bit. Right, they've got just a bow. Old man, there's no way this old man beats us with this. Okay, good. He was counting on us stabbing him a lot because he had his, right. Regen into potion. I realise that that's not doing a lot for us. Is okay. I mean, extra veg is extra veg. Extra veg is always good. Hammer that hits slightly faster. Right. This can sit down here at the bottom. This. Banana. That's. Banana. Banana. Okay, that trigger's better. That's better. Kind of want... You know, it's on sale. It's a free extra point of damage and we'll sell it back for 2 cost anyway. So, you know, we get a use out of it. They're going for a steel goober. They're going for a full goober build. Kill Kenny. We did kill Kenny earlier, actually. And now we've got kill Kenny that we're going to kill as well. So we kill Kenny and we kill Kenny. Too big not to say. Right, 2 long goodbye. And then we need to do the complicated business of making this work. Okay, so it's not perfection, but that is a lot of things. Am I gonna reserve it? No, we want the Blood Ripper, really. Right, that. I realised the banana is not effective. I realised that the banana is very much in a stupid position. And that gives this banana, but again, you know, what I need to happen is to free a space to put that in there. And it is plausible. Right, we're just going to go with that. The extra 2 to 5 damage a second. This is clearly more sensible. I'm just going to go with that. This is fine. Like, if I could fit the extra pan in there, I would. We got someone called New, who clearly isn't that new. Unless they're brand new and they've just gone straight in the super overpowered meta build, because they've, you know, min-maxed the meta. Right. We're going to take this. This guy needs to sit there. This needs to go there. That needs to go there. You need to go there. Banana needs to go there. You need to go there. And then this banana went to the market and said, finally, I can come out and play. And then this does nothing still, whilst I need to get that involved. I realised that it's not activating him yet, but when he is born, he will get full activations. This is, they're going for super overpowered meta builds. Sheet first! It is a sheet first when he finally gets it going. And he's still beta. Okay, we're going to take it, because this is powerful. This is what we need. Like, if I'd have taken the Bloodthorn, that would have been what we need, but it's all good. Take backpack, thank you. No, I can rotate like this, and that gets both of those. It doesn't look fantastic, because he doesn't activate it. He doesn't get sped up. Maybe we want him sped up. I don't know. Lifesteal on him or him happening faster. I think him happening faster is actually better. Honestly. Right. There's a chance we die here. Right. That might make a difference to things. Right. Bird, you go back an extra step. Is there a better place that I can sit this potion? I realise that that nerfs that activations a bit. Click me for valuable tips! No thanks. Okay. Double potion of extra potionness. It's not a great backpack. Let's face it, it's not the greatest of backpacks. They've got a magical ice cream cone, a shovel, a lot of sand, because they're digging up all the stuff in the sand. They've got a ruby whelp as well. Extra dagger, right, so now that we've got this, we can consider this entire backpack reorganized to maximize that. Obviously, this. Right. If I do that, I need to pull that one further back, but then I can just do this, in which case I don't need it to start with that, do I? I can do it this way around. Get him in there. They're doing that. They're doing their thing. We're at very low. So actually I should do this. And then this. You're going back in the corner. Right, that goes there. Then we still need this guy. Which I can do. That activates all of the poison quicker, which actually is pretty big. Not perfect, but it'll do. Right, we've got a lot of money, so we can still buy backpack space and all sorts. An extra one of those isn't terrible, but an extra one of these is huge. That's actually pretty big if we live the round to get it, of course. Half-price pig wouldn't be terrible. But, right. Learning from previous rounds, like I spotted we were winning anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, I can turn this around and make the orb in a better place so that it activates off of more things. Like, that won't activate off that, but it might activate off the chunk. I think this is better because the banana and that trigger each other, but then again, we lose a pan hit. So this is actually the best. As dumb as it seems, it is the best way that that can be. Right, so they've got a magic ice cream at latte da, and a spike ripper, but we're not a spiko, so it's not perfection for them. Right, now we've got sitting is the opposite of standing, which sends him flying because he's no longer city. Double trouble trigger bubble. I know that that's not fantastic, but right. So the banana's gonna suffer a bit. This can sit here and activate that. That's fine. But, you know, maybe we'll end up with more backpack space to do more things anyway. Do I want all of those extra triggers on that? I can do one further back. This is maybe the most effective use of him. All good. Poison! Poison is the opposite of standing. Keep backpack space. Look at that. Look at that. Poison dagger? I guess. I mean, I have to take the overpowered crown, right? Is there a way that I can fit this? There is. Okay, perfect. Right, so that still lets the extra effects of the potion go in. And I know that we're going to lose the potion to becoming a poison dagger, but it's all good. They've got a nice looking build. We needed a spike ripper, ice smoking rabbit. He's going to kick her ass. And we lose some rating. 12. What it gives with one hand, it takes away with the other. It wasn't a great build, but it was starting to get somewhere. I mean, it's half price. I'll hold on to it. Pan, though! The panning. We're gonna lose a round. Let's face it. With this, we're losing a round. They're making a shovel. And they're gonna lose. Okay. Pigo. It's not great, but we've got economy. They've got a slightly better pan build than us, so they should open our win They've also got a regen herb. Didn't necessarily spot that. Early Hungry Blades is too good not to take. This does... Right. Put he in there whilst we re-roll. Honestly, sell this for this. That gives us extra hits and that gets that in there and then gives us our pigs back. Oh, kiss and cuddle. And I'm going to do it like this just so that we get the one extra trigger for 2 extra health. It could make all the difference at this very early stage of the game. It can make a difference. Okay, the pan's getting triggered. Hungry Blade's pretty good. They got a potion. They got a pig of their own. Yarnish. Okay, they've somehow defeated us with this. I guess the potion made the difference. Keep pan. Keep extra pan. Pardon me. Like, yeah, we're missing a trigger on the piggo. But if I do that, we have problems. It takes away from 1 pan as well, so, you know, it's not a situation we can win. 2.4 stamina a second. Too many pans. Too many pans. So I can sit the pigs like this. That's actually... It's too expensive. It's tempting. Don't get me wrong. But it is too expensive. Okay. I realise that throws all the pigs out the window. But we can sit them back in. But have a little cuddle party. And then... Actually... We're gonna make the, platinum card again. Piggos! They've lost. Surely. With this, they've got a broom and not a lot else. Okay, we won with 1 health. The 4 extra health! I told you, it can make a difference. It can make a difference. Platinum cards. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it. Right, we're going to move that along. Move along, like I know you do. And we're going to rearrange everything. Right. Piggos are coming. They're going to be involved. If I do this, I get to keep the platinum card and the pigs still get the extra health. Banana is okay, but we're gonna just go with this, I think. I know we got the pan half price, so we could sell it and get a mana orb, which wouldn't be terrible. Shuffle Samwise Gamzee is going to defeat us. No, he didn't! The 4 extra HP again came in clutch. Right now, we got the platinum cards, which for each... Yeah. It doesn't say what type of card, it's just like, you know, for each star item, it could be, you know, it's not anything important. Oh, we should really probably be going... I hate to do it, but at the same time, like, you're gonna give it me on a plate and you're gonna force me to take it, so I'll take it. The Bloodthorn. Is there any way that I can actually rotate that to make that work? No, there isn't, right? Stamina usage is high, but, you know, it's just high for that round. Okay. not a fantastic at the moment, but these will combine and then we'll get our pan back in and like, I'm not a fan of the overpowered spiky build, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta take it. Bitter banana is a bit of a banana. Like, sometimes you just got to accept that that is what the game is giving you and take it. And that is what it gave, and that is what we took. That go like that. That go like that. Back we go and we rearrange back again. And then you go there. You go there. That gives us one less pig trigger, but... where are our uniques? Okay, I'm going to take this. 30% chance to remove a random buff from your opponent. That's pretty good. Pretty good, right? And an extra stone just because we can. Right, 2 stamina a second, but we've got a frying pan and a bloodthorn. And when we get our gem that turns the pan into a better thing, it's going to be good. Prize, I should have maybe put that gemstone on this because it triggers faster. There goes our health. Pineapples. Right, that should absolutely go on that. 45% chance to remove a random buff from your opponent. Or... pineapple. And then... right. Somehow... there. Right. I need that there, which means I need that there. That there. That there. And then this extra one here, I guess. So that'll trigger off both of those. This stone needs to go bye-bye. I can buy an extra one with a 45% chance to remove a random buff from your opponent. Like, it's 4 gold. I guess I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I'm not happy with this backpack, really, but it is what it is. Get the pigs back on top of each other. That I'm going to shove by the pineapple, because that actually gives a trigger, which lets me shove this back in here. Okay. It's looking a bit better, but it's still not very good. They've got a very, very overpowered build. Retro Gamer! Not a gamer, he's a gamer. And he's going to win, isn't he? No! Okay, we turned it around at fatigue. Oh yeah, because our fatigue turned poison against him and into healing for us. Lifesteal's pretty big. 15% lifesteal damage for 2. I'll take it. And I can sell these pointless gemstones. Faster triggering backpack space is always pretty good. The pineapple trigger faster, that trigger faster, and then I can just shove this here. Oh, that's legendary as well. There's ways and means to do that, but we're daft. I don't wanna. Right, let's keep rolling. Volpetinga. If I had the actually 11. 10% chance to remove random buff from opponent. We got a load of those. Right, this. Let him cook. Let him cook. Is better. Every 2 seconds, like. I think there might be better ways of rearranging it. That also is a thing. There are definitely better ways of rearranging this, right? Volpetinga, if we live, would be huge. That would be pretty good, but I think we're going to lose this one. I should sell these pigs as well at some point. We're probably going to lose to Farmer John. Let's see how we do. Right, okay. We still live. Backpack space. Pigs. Volpatinga. Sorry, pigs. You've had your day, but if we've got nothing else, I might as well keep hold of them. Attacks 10% faster. Lifesteal 15% of the life damage. Like, I'll take one pig for the moment. Is there better use? Right, Volpatinga is legendary. You're not doing anything over there on your own, so come get triggered by that. This is okay there. Pig. I know you're not a pet, but you can come keep the Volpatinga company, and we'll just see if we can't win. It's not a very good one. There's no chance against Magical Ice Cream, a lemur! Magical Ice Cream, Magical Shields, and yeah. But we've got one more life remaining. Thank you for the follow, Cat Moose. How are you, Cat Moose? Thank you very, very much for the follow. 20% lifesteal is better than 15%, but I mean, it's also 1 gold and that's on sale for 2. So I want to keep hold of this. I'll hold on to it for now, I guess. Maybe I want to put the lifesteal... Maybe, no, definitely I want to put the lifesteal on the scaling Bloodthorn, because this will get bigger and bigger, especially with that as well. It would just be stupid not to put lifesteal on that. Should have had lifesteal on that all along. Potion might keep us alive. It's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. Pineapple, I like the pineapples. But is it too late? Maybe not. Right, I'll sell these cheap ones for a pineapple. And then that's a bit of extra regen. It's extra spikes as well, so it's very, very good. Hello, hello! Good, thanks. How the game's going? Yeah, not too bad. We won one in the extra rounds. You know, I haven't been playing that long today. And then this one's not looking so good, but somehow we're keeping it in there, but we're just not getting the things that we want. How are things going for you? How is your day going? I like the emote as well. Is that your own emotes? JSB. Very cool wave. CX Julian. Oh, we're holding in there. Bloodthirst and Mana Thirst. That's an interesting choice. Never seen that combination before. Hungry Blade, Mana Thirst. You know, they haven't got the Bloodthorn on it yet, but maybe they will. Spiky builds, but, you know, we need the Spike Ripper really if we're going against that. Okay, now. Interesting things. Interesting, tasty things that I wish I had infinite money for. This I can afford, and I'm gonna take it. It's a long-term investment. Maybe it'll pay off. The crown would also be pretty good. But is this better? After 5 seconds, steal 6 life. After 6 seconds, gain a regen. I'll keep the regen, although steal 6 life or 1 regen. No, stealing 6 life is better than 1 regen. They die a bit, we gain a bit of life, and 1 regen is not going to make a lot of difference. Like, yes, it'll add up. Okay, they've got the Ice Cream of Doom. The Ice Cream of Doom one. -8. We're hovering around mid-diamonds. It's where we will remain forever, it seems. Do you backpack battle yourself much, or, you know, just an enjoyer who comes to watch? Okay, we're gonna go off to a flying start here. Not my own, no. Cute though. Excited for the launch on Friday. Yeah, it should be interesting. I don't know how different it will be on the launch. Obviously, there's going to be 2 new characters. One of them seems to have the Spike Ripper immediately. So that character is probably going to be very powerful. So that should be interesting. But yeah, the launch should be pretty good, you know. Be interesting to see what they change up on launch. Damn this. Quandary of banana positioning. That's made things worse. Right. No min-maxing, that'll do. I want the extra trigger, but it's good. You play it yourself, aha. What rank are you? How, you know, how fare you in the backpack battling? And what do you choose to play as? Hopefully not just plain torch and t-shirt. You watch us get beaten by this. Wow, we lost to single torch and leather armor. At this day and age, we shouldn't be losing to that. Like, it used to be good, just leather armor. If they buff the armor again, so that just armor on its own is very good. Been a long time. It's been a while since I first... There we go. That I'm happy with that. But then I need to buy more things and rotate more fruits. And why is it flying back in? I took it out for a reason. Like, you didn't want to remove this fruit, did you? Yes, I did. Okay, that gives us the extra damage trigger. Right, let's go. Pig is just economy at the moment. Spiker, torch, and the swords. Walton Volk 87. There we go. That's more like it. Poison. Tempting, but we're gonna hold off. Right, extra space is going to be essential. In fact, I'll shove it over here so that we can get this extra banana in. And all we need is a blueberry. This'll do for a pseudo blueberry at the moment. Started off with my Reaper, but got my Ranger to low mid diamond today. Nice. So they're ransom. Congrats. I don't have the Ranger up very high. I haven't really been playing as Ranger. I've only been playing as this character, so you know. But we're stuck in mid diamond, chasing mids. At least it's not always ice cream builds, but there are a lot of ice cream builds. But I know it's not an ice cream, but I call it an ice cream because, you know, the magical ice cream of doom is everyone's favorite build at the moment. It's overpowered. Okay, fully activated pan, although I can literally fit that there as well. There we go, fully activated pan. Excess trash that we can sell later. So you prefer the Ranger then? Because, like, I like the poison. And, you know, the poison goes pretty hard, especially with the thing. But I know that the Ranger's very powerful as well. I just haven't, you know, put the time to learn how all of its things work. Probably should at some point, but I haven't. Right, that flute's pretty good. I know a lot of things are in common. It's just the class special things that stand out. I'm gonna do this just because it gives us more activation, and I'd rather own a pair of gloves than that, so I'm gonna sell that. I know that that's not a fantastic backpack. We can put this back in when we need to roll things, so all good. They're making the ice cream of doom with Nyalix, but they haven't got it yet. So they're not winning yet. Okay, platinum cards. Let's go. Right. Gloves, you will be sitting out unless I just buy this. And then the gloves are coming immediately back in. What else do we want though? all of this. What else do you want? Everything you got, shopkeeper. Everything that you've got. Okay, 10% faster triggering gloves that trigger that faster. Like, everything's pretty nice in here. You like them both. Reaper wins my main half an hour though. I hope the new class items will be good. Yeah, I wonder what they will do, especially to go with the Blood Ripper. Like, there's got to be some sort of class specific that is like spikes removed grants extra power or something, right? It seems like there's got to be some sort of really, really interesting stuff that they came up with for the various subclasses. Right. I know this messes up my nice little frying pan stuff, but right, that can sit that so that gets a trigger. You can go here. And then I guess we'll just throw an extra stone. We need some uniques, but I don't know if we're going to get them. It would be interesting, like, that's going to be the main thing. What are all of the unique subclasses going to bring with their speciality items for the new characters? Because I think that's going to change a lot of metas and how everything works. Like, one's a magic build for certain, so all the magic ice cream people are going to be having the time of their lives with that. Okay, right. This all goes in the bin now. Can't afford anything, so they're just going to sit there. But Volpatinga is coming out to play. It would be, if there's a Petmancer build as well, like, to have extra pets. That'd be pretty fun. Like, the Volpatinga's a good one, and, you know, extra pets. Might also make Goobert more plausible, because getting Omega Goobert is always ridiculously impossible. Okay, I'm gonna move some things around and it will be fine. It is perfectly fine. There we go. Now, if only I could tickle the Volpatinga as well. I could tickle the Volpatinga with the gloves whilst maintaining this, right? This stone is essentially going out the window. Extra space is okay, but I need a purple spiky diamondy thing, which is not coming. I'm gonna roll once more. Okay, this will do. I realise that this doesn't look the greatest, but it helps in some ways. Right, that's still cooking that. I'm fine with losing a bit of that. This can sit down here. This will go up here, and then we've still got a pointless stone. Love dear Goobert, but he's so impractical, isn't he? Like, I've got all the stuff for it, and then every time you get all the stuff for it, like, you die, and you don't get to build him. Poison Goobert and Blood Goobert are good on their own, but trying for, like, a Mega Goob is just not gonna happen. Tried a lot. I've actually seen someone succeed, and he's trying for it. He's actually going for it. Tentacule! He's going for the Omega Goob, and he's actually beating me with the triple Goob that weren't even that effectively placed Goobert, and the mad lad's doing it. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to take this. This frying pan just ain't doing it though. This frying pan is not cutting the mustards. That is actually smarter positioning, because then I can put that back in. That I'm going to put there so that I can actually tickle the Volpatinga. We're slowly... This stone needs to get out of the way. Rearranging everything again, right, pineapple is now sitting in that corner, just so that I can tidy this up. And then we're going to lose a banana, but I think that's okay, unless we end up with more backpack space. Nothing we can do. Well. You know what? Volpatinga, you sit up there. That still gets the most triggers. That gets my banana back involved. I know we're not tickling the Volpatinga anymore, but it's fine. It's all good. In that instance, then, I would rather tickle the swords. The sword's going to gain some extra hits, so that's okay. You can see how chaotic my backpacks sometimes get. One item in storage is just a stone. Steel Goob, they've got a Ripper and 2 arrows. And the name I could not possibly know what that states. Okay, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Key pineapple. Okay, I don't think we're getting... Like, this drawing system is not great. I know they tried to make things an improvement, but it really messes me up more than it does help. Okay, this is going to go there. Right, you go there. You go there. I know that the gloves are gonna happen at some point. Okay, then we do that. Right, 40% faster Volpatinga. Actually, that triggers the banana even faster. I think that might work. As stupid as it sounds, like, he's getting 40% faster. Like, just a single Volpatinga getting so fast is Sonic Volpatinga. And I'll sell a stone for this, even though we're not using it right now. He says we're not using it right now. But if I move this here, I realise that we're not using this that effectively. That helps. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, this isn't that terrible. It's looking a bit bad. Okay, they've got a poison goob. They've got interesting yes. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but they're still not going to win. Okay, we've actually turned this around. It wasn't looking so hot at the beginning, goob. I like you, but just not in that way, goob. I'm sorry. No, you're just not there, Goob. We are at high stamina usage. I can't believe we're not going to get the upgrade for the swords. 5 to 9. Deals +1 damage for each blind on your opponent, and it inflicts 7 blind. 5 seconds. Too much faffing to mess about with it, though. Daggers! Daggers are always good. Okay, this pig needs to go at some point as well, because he's outstayed his usefulness. An extra blueberry! Now that would be pretty good. It's on sale for 1. Right, can I even get close? 2, 6... I'm not gonna waste my money on it. Right, we're just gonna take an extra potion for the moment, I guess. It's fine. We're gonna live. Maybe they've got a Heart of Darkness. They're gonna steal all of our empowers and they're gonna defeat us. So we need the Heart of Darkness. I believe in a thing called love. So did he, and it made him one. That's a terrible darkness joke that no one is really gonna get. God damn. Like, if I buy this, it messes up a few backpacks. But if I put this here, that triggers the extra fast. The banana now also triggers. This can go like that. Then we get the extra poison. Like, you know, it's not going to make any extra stuff like that. But then this! I mean, it's a pointless backpack anyway. I might as well sell it. That becomes the issue. And then I guess we're just gonna dagger. It's like... Never got the pan upgrades. Never. And we're gonna lose. Probably should sell the pig, but what do we get it? Oh my god, what is this? Triple gloves, just a regular heart. Actually, they didn't even try to put that onto the heart to make the Heart of Darkness. They're making armor instead. Questionable. -3, I'll take it. We're clearly going to lose, but you know. You playing yourself right now, or are you just chilling and watching? What things are you excited for the release as well? Obviously, like I say, it's coming out very, very soon. Actually, I think I'd rather have this. As questionable as it is, a bit of regen might just get us there. They've got a banana, a sharpened sword, but a hammer should defeat them. I do like my frying pans, but at the moment, we're going hammering. And we're going to hammer all the way to the market. And he should carry us through a few rounds. Like a torch, but they've got a lot of regen. They got a lot of regen. Didn't help them though, but they had a banana and 2 regen things. Okay, we'll take this. Take a banana of our own. Okay, a half-price goob is a half-price goob. Shame I can't fit the banana in that. This isn't... I can do better. Well, wait. Hubert. You sit there. That's much better. Okay, then we'll go in. You're in a game, but I just relax and watching your my team. Thank you, I appreciate it. How are your games going? Are you winning? I wonder if you'll end up coming across me. Because you said you're like in the same ranks. Oh, 2 HP. Almost, Adam. There's a very good chance that you're in the same ranks. Ooh. Early ruby egg. Sorry, Goob. You've been relegated to the field. This hammer needs to be replaced very, very soon, though. But if we can get this early, I mean, Professor Dr. Tentacle, we need to live long enough to be able to capitalize. But if we can live long enough, I want that, but at the same time, free money. We're gonna lose around. The Pyroclast looks fun. Nice. I've not checked it out, but you know, like I say, the magic build should be very, very interesting. DF. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I knew we were gonna lose that one. Let's face it. Right. Okay, we got extra money. Just sell the extra money. That right. Hammer. You've lived and outlived your usefulness. How do I do this? Okay, we'll leave that on that side. We'll move this over here. Goobert, you sit right in the middle. I do need an extra thing to make him poison, Goobert. No, you can do that. I'm okay with that. I want this banana back involved. And it's a shame I don't have backpack space. Right, hammer out the window, incoming dagger. Not that happy with this build again. What's special about the Pyro class? Do you know any of their special powers yet? Or Zakat? Let's see if we can't defeat Zakat. Card going for the spiky builds, but maybe we're gonna lose, aren't we? No, we won! We managed to do it. Okay. Keep flute. I mean, this is lots of good stuff. Okay, that can go there. That lets us move things along a little bit. Like, if I dagger arrow type, 2.2 seconds or 2 extra triggers, I think that's probably better. I put that like that, that's even better. What does this do again? Randomly gain stamina or luck. We kind of do need a way to gain luck. Extra one of those. We'll get something to use them on eventually, but I'll take them for now. Okay, so we are just a pseudo fatigue monster at the moment. Unintentionally. A Ripper, 3-9, 77. They're a Spike Ripper, but we don't have spikes. Okay, subclass unlocked. Well, it kind of wants us to take other things. It's not that good. That's not that good. Like, the Vampiress is the only real good one, in my opinion. I had to take it. Why do these crystals look slightly different? Okay, I mean, what's better? Every 5 seconds inflicts fatigue damage. 7 debuffs inflicted, but opponent drops below health 30% extra damage. That's not that good right now either, is it? Okay. And then Goobert moves along another step again. Right, he's slowly but surely working his way across the map. That no longer triggers off of anything, so it's better to be up there and trigger off of both of those. A poison in the belt is better than 2 in the bush. We still don't have the other half of that. I was like, why is this not comparing off anything? Streamlabs? Jesus. Apparently it's very fast and has dragons. Nice. Does it just start with the dragons? That's really powerful. Because if it just starts with the whelps, or are they a new type of dragon? That is... I bet they've got a heat thing as well. Pyromancer. They're going to have a lot of heat stuff. Okay, the 2 new classes sound ridiculously powerful. Ridiculously. Right, I need another poison to poison Goob. They're going for a blood Goob rather than a poison one. That's interesting. Double torture. Wow, they actually won. That was close until fatigue time. I hate to do it, but we're just not getting anything. I have to. Just not getting anything. Maybe I should have took the frying pans when we had the opportunity, and we might have, but... Okay, 1.6 stamina's fine. Right, we're going to go Bloodthorn, I guess, if we live. If we live long enough to do it, then we're going to get the Bloodthorn. We're going to try for a better Goob. They've got a Volptinger, a Magic Ice Cream, and a Torch. The longer it goes on, the stronger they become because of that ice cream. Okay, right. This is not terrible. It's pretty bad. Ruby the Whelp getting triggered faster over there is probably better. That is okay. These can sit anywhere. They don't need to be in the backpack. In fact, now we get Poison Goob, which is what I've been waiting for. That can go lower so that I can actually put that in the poison belt. In that case, I'll put... No, this should go on the Bloodthorn. Absolutely. Okay. With a bit of luck, we make it through this round, and then we might get a unique item, and then we stand a chance. Stones? What are they going for here? Maxulian. Wow, that wrecks me. The Idrisil leaf. Okay. Hidden Idrisil leaf. The Idris Elba leaf. Like, this is very questionable looking until you notice that. And, like, the Critwood Staff. For 7 damage for the next 1 second, all your attacks are critical. Okay. That's very powerful. And clearly destroyed us. Okay, well, there goes 11 rating. Down we go. They just weren't getting anything that round. Is it trying to tell me it's going to give me Goober? This is a very questionable choice of items here. But maybe it's trying to say it's going to give us a Mega Goober. Sam Benam. Yeah, obviously we lost with the very, very questionable builds. Right, Frying Pan. Am Benam. What a name. Then what? Then we lost. I'm not going for Goob. He ain't coming. Like, we're not going to make a Goob, especially not at this level of the game. So that can just get resold. Dark Hex 007. It's better to actually win than try for that. Oh look, there's an extra thing that could have made it the sharpened swords. Yeah, whatever game. Okay, you're not going to Goob me. You're not going to bait me into thinking you're going to Goob me either. I mean, for the moment, that might as well sit there. But a banana is better than that, so the banana is the opposite of standing. That's fine. In we go! Getting hurt by a stone flinging at you in the face hurts, yes. Alak Narok is gonna beat us with this very boring build. Because he had spikes and we had a dagger. Okay, backpack space. Alak Narok. Banana number 3. Why do I do this so much? It's like, I know I can fit things so it's fine. We're not. Are we min-maxing? That does take away an item slot. Whatever. I know that just screws it up way worse. We'll put that there for now. Like, because now the dagger isn't doing poison. Like, hammer, shovel, and a dagger? And not running out of stamina? Interesting. A Jinx Tortilla early is pretty big. Okay, but... But the thing about that is that we want the tortilla. This helps. He says. It does help. I know that the banana's not getting extra activations, but whatever. It does help. tempting. Right, this is fine. It does need to be perfect. Stones around the... What is it with the people putting stones around their swords? Even Lee Jackson. They had a potion. They almost got us. It's half price. We're not getting the unique side of that either. Like, the unique counts must be pretty low right now. Oh, hello, Goober. Fancy meeting you in a dark alley like this. Okay, right. Inked tortilla, you're coming over here. This is going to go like that, and then that. Rotate things a million times makes literally zero difference to how they work. Aren't I so good at arranging things? If I move that there, then I can fit that. Okay, that works. And now the bananas aren't triggering me. They're triggering, but they're not triggering me anymore. So it's all good. They're a fellow frying pan enthusiasts, and they might have a better pan than me. For the Bibboos! They might have a better ranged pan, but it's fully activated, but we've got a dagger and a tortilla. We had poison goob, that would be huge. Okay. This lets us get a fully activated pan. You won't find fire garlic keeper anywhere else. Right, this is going out the window. We don't even want it. 2 activations, perfect. Can't buy the extra pig, so we're just going to go in. Spikes and 11 and 11. Oh, only one RR Fortify. Might have stole some health. A lot of health potions you had there, sir. And 3 HP. That's extra health potion, and spikes. They barely defeated us. Pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna make that trigger faster just because it's good. Right, give me some of these. We'll reserve that. We'll take a big ass half-price gemstone. We'll reserve that as well, actually. Okay. 3 lives. Suddenly turned it around. This is looking good. We've got a chat. Hello, dancing dragon. That's an actual dragon. Deals +1 damage for free heat. This was on slow motion and they defeated us so quick. I was still reading +1 damage per heat. 2% chance to resist debuffs. Gain 1 heat and that for each magical item. Okay. They got a pretty spicy dragon. Right, that needs to go in my pan. Now. 60% chance to inflict 2 poison. That's not that good, is it, actually? Like, you know, on hit 60%. It's a big chance, but we're doing a lot of poison. After 4 seconds, gain some of that. Right, I need this as well. As well as everything else in this entire backpack. On hit, 20% chance to remove a thing. I'll take it for the moment. Pig and this. I could sell both of these to get this. Then... that sells for 3, that sells for 2, and that lets us buy thing. Or I can sell this, that, and that. That's smarter. That and this. Then we've got this. And then we're going to put the Jinx Tortilla there. It's a shame that it's not hitting as much as I would like. But I can solve that. Yeah, if I do that... I would like it on the swords, but like this triggers a lot more things. We can solve this after if we live. We've got an extra life, it's all good. This'll be fine. Copium. Okay, they've got a Bloodthorn. We got a Blood Ripper. I knew we'd need a Blood Ripper. Have a look. I could smell that we needed this Blood Ripper. And it made a difference. Okay, frying pan means we need to rearrange everything. Can I keep the fly agaric mushrooms to give to Goobert? And still have enough activations? Potentially, yes. Potentially. 5. Right. This I need here. Goobert. Right, so I'm gonna poison Goob. I have a 1-cost thing that I could sell to get this extra bit of space. That would be nice. Okay, this is fine actually. That can sit in that corner. That sits there. Right, so he's going to eat my mushrooms, but I can put a banana back there, and I think a poison Goobert's better anyway, so... It's not perfection. Like... The 3 regen is better than a little extra poison. A chance to inflict 2 poison when we already inflict endless poison. We don't need extra chances. Like, yes, poison's big for us, but... Hey, this is an interesting backpack. Terrible blueberry placement, though, Dali Brutali. Lots of shields kept you alive. Okay. Poison Gooberts makes a big difference. Okay, so actually, pineapple is better. It's the opposite of standing. Is better. Pineappling is the opposite of standing. Need the Jinx Tortilla. Okay, Jinx Tortilla activating. Goobert's getting 1 less activation, but I think he's getting enough. This goes in the actual thing, so that it makes a difference. That gets extra triggers. This can sit here, and this can sit here. That needs to be there to activate that. Okay. This isn't terrible. It's weird that the bird doesn't trigger that faster, but I guess it's on 1 activation rather than, you know, thing. But it should make it for the goob. True, for the goob. We're not going to get the ultra omega goob, but you know, it's still for the goob. Okay, poison goob is nice. You know, he'll keep us alive, maybe. I should have bought that. I can still buy the extra stone just because we can. It's there. We've got 1 gold. It'll sell back for a gold. This is a dangerous looking backpack though. Edrin! It's a very dangerous looking backpack, and so dangerous that it killed us. They actually had a legendary card as well. Okay, we're down to ace in diamond now. You know, when you asked how things were going, now, not so good. Not so good. A banana. Maybe we'll get a frying pan. I need to roll for a pan. Actually, a torch isn't the worst. Torches have been kicking her ass. And torches are overpowered if we make a magical torch. Is this going to be the day that I make a overpowered magical torch? Am I actually gonna make an overpowered magical torch and join the meta nonsense? Okay, they got a round 1 goob! Lucky poo, indeed. I know it's probably Lukey poo, but what a lucky, literally round 1 goob. Okay, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna try for the magical torch. I'm gonna try for the overpowered torch nonsense. I'm going for it. That's fine. I was wondering if the blueberry in there might have been better, but let's not min-max too hard. Right, we're going for stupid patch slension. We're going for the overpowered nonsense. We're going for the ice cream. This is going to be the first time that I've made the ice cream. I mean, if it's 2 cost, I'll take it. Literally unpunished. Literally unpunished. Right, shield is okay. Not fantastic. Double torch versus my single. Lord Farquaad is going down. Come across Farquaad a lot. I wonder, have I actually come across you? Because I imagine, have come across you during the battles at some point. Like, I want it. I want it, and I feel like maybe we can fit it in. But I'm gonna leave it. Frying pan! I'm gonna take it, even though... probably you played too much. Yeah, there's a good chance to probably fought against you. Gian Hot Shine! Been playing it a bit too much as well. Like, you know, even off stream I've been playing it, so... It just shows how good a game it is, right? It shows how good a game it is. Right, Mana Potion into Magical Ice Cream of Doom. Into... I want this frying pan as well. Okay, we got the Magical Ice Cream of Doom incoming. I don't endorse this, but it is happening. We have a Magical Ice Cream of Doom situation. The overpowered Magical Ice Cream of Doom. And if we're doing that, then I guess we should also maybe go for the Gloves of Doom. No, I utterly refuse. I'm not going to do everything in the stupid meta nonsense. Cheap stuff. Cheap treats are cheap treats. Now, can I? Fit. No is the answer to that. I was like, can I fit the shield in there as well? But I can sell the shield that I don't even really want and get an actual health potion. That's better. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. They've got a frying pan and a potion and a very nice, tidy frying pan. Nothing and a potion has been drank, but we had a torch as well, which is now a Magical Ice Cream of Doom, which gives on hit +1 damage to everything recurring. So that is just going to make that infinitely invincible. That, you know, very distinctly overpowered. I'm going to buy this even though we don't have a thing for it yet. And we'll just go with that. I should have moved that. Games there. In fact, it's not even an upgraded one. Okay, they've got Steel 11 health 3 times and poison. But the Ice Cream of Doom made our pan very, very powerful. You know, just cooking with ice cream. Volpetinga. I want other things, but you know what? How can you say no to the goodest boy? He's too strong. Right, okay, we just, you know, 3 losses in a row. Now the game's just like, have fun winning. Okay, they've got the Ice Cream of Doom. Nay, I say to that. I also have an Ice Cream of Doom. Okay. Their Ice Cream of Doom won. This is inefficient. Somehow they didn't care and they still won. Like, they could have put the carrot and everything better, but... Again, is it ever worth min-maxing that much? Okay. We hadn't got the upgrade yet, so now that we got that, that actually makes a difference. And now that I see this combination, t-shirt and ties combination, we can move all of this around, and now the ice cream will trigger 20% faster, which will give that even more triggers, which will do that, and then Bloody Dagger as well. I might as well rule one more time. I do like an old one of those. They've got a shovel, they're making a mana thirst. Ground Miles. This actually isn't as powerful as I thought it should be. It's still kind of strong. Right, now we put that there so that both of those are getting triggered by that. That can go there and make all of them get triggered. That can sit there, that can sit there. That would be very powerful on top of all this. Okay, now the ice cream's giving 2 things extra damage. The Bloody Dagger stealing life. This pan is doing a lot of damage. Like, there are potions cheap, but we're not going to go for them. Ice Cream of Doom. Okay, they've got their own Ice Cream of Doom and things combination. Love Thy Llama. You know, when everyone has Ice Creams of Dooms, and other people probably know how to use them better. We probably don't have the greatest situation. I would like that pineapple, but it's not happening, is it? Okay. I think that's worth putting there to cook that. Maybe there are better ways to do it, but okay, it'll do. Okay, they've got a Spike Ripper and Spiky Shields, and they're also cooking a thing. Decadent Fox. This could be close. But we defeated them. Actually, I've just spotted they had a second cooking. Okay. Condensed cooking, Idrisil Leaf. Lots of things, and they're buffing a lot of that stuff, but the magic ice cream, 23 to 26 damage, 26 to 27, like, you know, and this is lifesteal as well. So, it's pretty strong. Okay, Frying Pan of Doom incoming. This doesn't help that much. I thought I could... Well, it doesn't matter. Once we've got the extra thing, it's all gonna be the same. An extra dagger... Sure. Count me in. We're holding on to it. Right. Mostly we need more backpack space, but we've got plenty of life that this is gonna be fine. Copium. They've got the Heart of Doom. They've got very strong, but they might be using too much stamina. We need a spike ripper against some of this, though. That's what I need more than anything. Okay. I'm going to take this, even though we don't have room for it. Okay, and then... right, so... the ice cream of doom is going to sit in that corner. In fact... like, part of me wishes the things would just sit where they were without them getting kicked out like that. Okay, that lets us sit that there. Then we're going to move that over so that we can make the dagger, the bloody dagger, also get affected by the ice cream of doom. And then we're going to need to rearrange a lot of our backpack space. Right, that can come out for now. Banana, that. You can sit in there for now. Let's just make this situation a little easier. Okay, then. Volpatinger. And he sit there like a good boy. What I need is more backpack space, which we have. And then I'm going to cook this dagger. And then that lets me sit that there to trigger all three of those. And if I had an extra space that I could shove there, I can put that last dagger in there. And we cook it. And this can sit there for the moment, I guess. Like a potion would be better, but maybe we get some backpack space. If I sell this, although that's also cheap. I want it all. We need to sell this though for the backpack space. And then I can have a potion involved. I want all of this. I know we're already winning, but you know, all of this is pretty good. All this is pretty good stuff. Like, that'll be huge. Okay. Wobtinger's get an extra thing. The Ripper's going to be pretty essential. They're going for a glowing goob. Junie, it's eating your big sword. You're going to lose the next round. He doesn't suspect it, but once Goob eats his fancy sword, he's only got that, and he's probably not going to get anything else. And I've made that mistake before. Okay. I would like this. I would like to be able to also fit it in my backpack and still have things trigger. But how do I do that? How does one does not simply buy this item. One must struggle to find a way to fit it in. Okay, we've turned the ice cream cone of doom inverted. Has that made all the difference in the world? Honestly, that might be better than potion, and that can go there, that way up. And it gets a bit of an extra trigger, and that's better than a blueberry, because it does similar things. We've got lives to sacrifice. They've got a interesting backpack of panning as well. Volbits. Okay, Volbits beat us. They had the death scythe, which was getting activated by poisoning. That lets me shove this in this corner. 7 debuffs inflicted gain. That might not be bad, actually. That might not be bad. Gaining a bit of protection. This is way better. Okay. Like, 1.9 stamina is fine in my books. A half-priced Volpatinger? I have to reserve my fellow. If we can live the rounds, we're rolling. If we can live through this round. He has the spiky things that were buffed, even though they are already overpowered. The claws of attack. He's got the blood burst, and you know, spikes. Even though we were ripping off his spikes, he still managed to get 5, which made his Bloodthorn more powerful, and then, you know, that health into more shields. Are we going down? -3 to platinum. Oof. Oof. There we go. Okay, but in platinum, like, it's gonna give me everything we need, right? Suddenly, it's like, have some nice stuff. Everything we could possibly want to get back up there. They've used too much stamina. Big noob! But in the first round, in the very first round, it's okay to do that. But only in the very first round. I realised that there was other stuff that I could have got there. You know what? We're going for economy. Okay. 2 extra HP from the pig. It's better than none. I'll take it. One item in storage. What's yet? Hayos? Hayos? Jeez, what a name. What's your eyes? And we beat them! Without needing the 2 extra HP. Extra panning. Okay, pig. Not reserved. Buy. We got money. Potion? I'll take it. Okay, right. Let's go. This is like a vacation, isn't it? We got the nameless one. Who's got a spiky shield and potions and an early blood drinker. That early blood drinker could make all the difference. Why did it feel like that was combining with something? Okay, right. This, we should be fine. And they're making a sharpened sword and a sharpened torch, and they should be fine. Copium. Okay. I mean, how can you refuse an instant cash injection? Like, that's a huge amount of instant cash. Yeah, it kills our growing economy, but it's a lot of instant cash. I'll take it, it's better than a stone. A lot of instant cash. Okay, we got extra daggers, we got 3 little piggies who are all having a jolly good time. Maybe I could have re-min-maxed that better, I don't know. Catastrophe! I feel like maybe if I put these on the sides I might have got an extra 2 HP or something, but is it worth it? No. Never. Right, that's... Oh, it doesn't smash them all at once. I'm stupid. Fine. See, look how it gives us everything we could possibly want. Goobert on sale cheap. Hubert on sale cheap. Pig, pig, rotate pig. Extra fast triggering dagger, but this is better than that. Poison goob. Is better than that. 2.3 stamina a second. I think it's okay. You know, it's okay at this stage of the game. Right, Goob's getting some activations. So we'll be fine. He says confidently. Yes, you knew. It's fine. It wasn't, in fact, fine. Okay, and then that's on sale. Base is on sale. Health drops low, gaining in power. Like 1 in power and 8 armor and a bit of luck. I mean, we struggle for luck. Isn't the greatest. Okay. Pineapple. Extra daggers. We'll live through this one, surely. I'm gonna say the rest. Who cares, really? Another nameless one. Wow, it's gonna defeat us. No, it didn't. Okay, good. Right. This 28 32 it needed to go. I wasn't holding on to it. Okay, good. Stamina usage is low. That would take us to 1.8 stamina a second. It is extra damage. Okay, right. Gooby-Doo. Where are you? That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Pineapple, you come over here. Get an extra activation or 2. Okay, Poison Goob, we need an extra thing for that. We got so much money. Do I want to play the economy game? 13. Gain 55, gain 2, free holy item, cleanse 2 poison every few seconds. I'm not much of a armor build person, personally. Frying pan. Right. 0.8. $1.7. Actually, it's not that bad. That's not that bad. It could have been worse. And then we just need to make it through this round. And then that problem goes away. Because the pan. Mikey, they've not got that good of Ben's backpack. It's not very good. Especially as I rip off all your spikes. Okay, Ben's backpack was not very good. This is pretty good if I can get it to work. Okay, so that's gonna sit there. And then I need to make this work. For the moment, that's okay. Like poison, you know, I can live with 1 less trigger. I can live with 1 less trigger. Platinum cards. Now, how do I arrange this so that I can get the platinum card? We've still got money. Do I need that there? No, I don't. Platinum card gives us a chance. Like, yes, I want the poison dagger, but it's still got money. Okay, we got backpack space. This lets us potentially do things. I don't have a way of making that go down, do I? But if I do that, is that any better? Not really. That any better? Okay, if I move this out of the way, I grab this backpack and shove it there. I realise that that stops the bottom one getting that, but maybe if I do it like this instead, we still get the trigger. In fact, that does not do what I wanted it to do. But I can shove that there, and I can put these in the top corner, make a platinum card, and still get the poison thing. Okay, this is working. This is working. Okay, and we're low stamina usage despite all these weapons, so it's very, very good. Sage seeds destroyed. Okay, a potion belt is okay, so we'll do that. Pig is economy. It's a shame that that doesn't work like that. Okay, what I really need to do though is this. And then have an extra thing up there, which we need to roll for. Well, I'll sacrifice the space for heart. Didn't we have an extra thing? Maybe not. Maybe that was a different build. If I sell this for one of these, I realise we don't have the space for it at the moment to make it trigger better, but maybe I can make space? Maybe I can make space? I mean, that goes like that. That goes there. You go there. Then potion belt is just free. And that works. Okay. Like, that's still not getting its extra trigger, but is it ever going to get its extra trigger? Maybe one day, one of these days, it might get its extra trigger at some point. That's no better, is it? Grab the backpack that I'm clearly hovering over. Extra ripper wouldn't be terrible. Volpatinga, shovel, lots of stuff. Etka! Etka! You're gonna speed up, but you didn't get fast enough, quick enough. I want... I want everything. Okay, I mean, that goes there. Do we need it? Probably not. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. Can we afford it? We need to be smarter. Volpatinger. What do you do again? Randomly gain empower mana and remove 2 mana from opponents or remove 1 stamina. Very powerful. Randomly gain that or 2 stamina or that. Honestly, that is better. That's just better. So we'll take that. Very condensed builds. Steven! Universe is going to die. We didn't drink our stamina potion because we're actually not using a lot. This is huge. Volpatinger! Would mean I need to rearrange things. Goober can sit there. This can go there. We're not getting unique items, which is very ironic, isn't it? These can both go down a bit. So that we can get Goober to still get his extra activations. Then, you know, this is floating about in the corner as an extra little thing. Like, I'm going to reserve it. We've got the life for it. I think it's okay. This isn't going terrible. Okay, they've got a lot of extra backpack space. They've got a very nicely condensed set of weapons. No fruit, really, though. So, you know... I know we don't have a lot of fruit either, but we've got good fruit. With the very little fruit that we have, it is very good fruit. Vampirism. I think a blood goop. I think a bloody goop might be a bit better than nothing. 7. The Heart of Darkness. Okay, this is going to be huge for these. Because then we get double things, even though it's not that fantastic. Okay, we are winning. Look at this, though. They've got a Heart of Darkness themselves. Okay, we haven't made a Heart of Darkness yet. Don't count your Heart of Darkness before you've darkened it. And don't count your goobs before he is bloody. Fine. Like, we're not min-maxing this either, are we? There never was a min-maxer. I never considered myself a min-maxer. But I think the time has come that we need to shift some of these things to the sides. I know that removes a thing there. But for the poison to work effectively, time has come. Like, I want that as well. Okay, well, Goob's getting activated. Extra. This is activating 3 things. Like, you're not counting as a weapon, so it's all good. Right, that finally gets its extra poisons. 50% chance to gain 1 mana. I don't know if it's that good. This I want. This is okay. Deal 30% extra damage. Okay. Then we need to find a way. A way. That's better. To fit That in there, but we still need the Heart of Darkness. Which... I'm sure I can find a way to fit in here. Right, my fingers are going a bit weird. Absolutely, there's a way to do it. Okay, Volpatinger. Like, I need that there for the extra triggers on Gubert still. The Heart of Darkness counts as a thing. That's actually fine there like that, you know? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll take 2. Okay, this is fine. What are we hoping for? Nothing at this point, right? Okay, this'll do. This is good. That gives activations on Gubert as well. Ah, Kiddo is going down. We're stealing all of his buffs. Rip off his spikes to steal his other buffs. Okay, then... Lenge. Problem with that is... shoving this thing, which we didn't need to reserve anyway, because there's another one immediately. You know what? We're not even using this stamina thing, so it's all good. Not even using it. Okay, so it turns out that was already a upgraded one, so that was a bit of a waste, but fine. I was like, if we're not using it, I might as well upgrade the health potion, right? They've got a bloody build. They've got a Tim! They're going to steal back the stolen buffs and re-steal and steal over again. And they're trying to make a tiny penis. They've got a tiny... Right, so +9 or go 3 more with 2 extra lives. Like, we are getting back up there, but I'm just going to take the... Let's go back up to diamond rank. Okay, +7. Keep things. Right, we're going to take the cheap sword. Take this. We're going to take some pocket links, and we're going to hope for something better. Something better didn't come along. So we're gonna make a torch. We're gonna make a torch, even though it's not fantastic. K template T. Double swords versus my single swords, and they're also making a torch. Keep pan. Say hello to my cheap frying pan. Banana. Bonus. Free money. Okay, season the pan for luck with the pocket links, and then we'll take an extra stone just because we can. And it didn't count for Piggy. I thought Piggy liked stones and he turns into extra HP, but the sand at least does. Okay, they got a lucky pig, they got a torch, and they've kicked my ass. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Torch can go out the window. We made it. We're not necessarily keeping it. We might have had a necessity of making it. It's not a necessity to keep it. Extra piggo goes in that corner. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay, right. We'll go with this and we will try and win. They have 2 torches and a pig. 090909 go. 605. Actually, 2 torches are better than 1 pan. Loyalty cards. Keep. Stamina. Face. I mean, I'll invest in backpack space for the moment. It lets me bring out the torch, I guess. Like, it is 1.6. That's not that bad. That's actually fine and acceptable. They're going for a Bloodthorn torch. Spiky Alec Nrock. That a reference to some TV show. I don't know. Lots of good stuff. I'll light my burning torch on fire. Like, Jinx Tortilla early. Remove a lurk from your opponent. Actually, let's reserve it. We might not have space for it, but we're cooking with heat now. So that is currently 1 stamina, 2 to 3 damage. And 80%. Sarvi! Barely beats Sarvi. Come across Sarvi a lot as well. Okay, and now it's 1 stamina, 90%, and gain 2 heat, and also gain everything we could possibly desire. Because this is also pretty good, cheap. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Early, that's pretty good. Like, we'll get the Jinx eventually. I'd rather make my pan than the lifesteal potion, but it's still pretty good. Tommins 2! Might actually win this one. Okay, he won that one. If we'd have had a lifesteal potion, ironically it wouldn't have cooked in time, but, you know. If we'd have had it, it would have surely made all the difference if we had it. We're never having it at that point, but okay, right. So, first things first, I'm gonna say what I need to say. We make a frying pan that better effectively utilizes the stuff that we have. This guy can sit over here with these. Jinx Tortilla. Right, so Jinx Tortilla also needs to get involved. So this torch is going to sit over here instead. We're going to roll and we're going to get something good. 5. I can buy it. That's okay. That lets me get the potion in at least. Okay, this is good. Potion obviously only triggers off other potions, but this isn't terrible. Does this affect Pig? It doesn't. I know it's irrelevant there anyway, but this is actually a pretty good backpack. As bad as it might look, this is actually okay. It's cooking, it's got friendly pets, and it's cooking with the torch, so we've got extra heat. Spicy. And then the Vampiress is on offer. We're only at 1 stamina. I'm not going to take the Bloodthorn though. Extra space is good. Okay, I want this. And maybe we'll find a way to fit it in better. There's even more backpack space. Right, this torch should sit in a better position. Well, I need that there. That there. Okay, perfect. That is okay. I know it's not the most min-maxy of perfection. It's okay. That's huge. That, like that. Fact. Like that. Actual fact. Like that. Lets us have an extra space for something to trigger off of the tortilla when it gets the opportunity. Obviously, it's not doing anything right now, will. It will. Okay, this will do for the moment. They're making a mana blade, but they've already got a Ice Cream of Doom, and they've got a Volpatinger and an Idrisil Leaf, but they didn't win. Okay, this. You know, I'll use it on Demonic Flask. A Lifesteal Flask. Legendary items inflict 100% poison. 1.5 stamina. 12. When reaches 35%, gain 50% crit chance. On all weapons or just the Death Scythe? You know what? I think that's okay. I think that's okay and acceptable use of our resources. Very high, 2.1 stamina a second. He said that, and then he realizes that he has messed up the poison. But he can solve that issue. Okay, this removes the trigger off of that, but it's fine. That... I would rather you sit there, so that gets an extra trigger there. Then that, I guess, can sit there, which means I put that in that to make the poison lifesteal flask. I know that he's no longer getting activated there, so we'll put him in a corner where he will get activated. This now gets double the poison things off that. And opponent reaches 35% poison. We're going to reach poison pretty quickly with a lot of things. Let's see what this does. It's probably not the smartest, but it will do. A Mad Pablo! Yeah, we used up a lot of our stamina a lot, but it eats... It kills him before he even gets to 35 poison. And gain 50% crit... I think the crit chance is going to be... Face it. Okay. Double loyalty cards. That I want. Okay. Pig. Pig meta might be going out the window. Piggy banks. I don't know. 2 for an extra thing is not terrible. 5. Potion belt. Okay. Potion belts. We're going to take that over there into the potion belts. And this isn't a terrible backpack. And then we've got one. Here you go. That can do something. Hmm. 1.4 seconds every 2.2 seconds. I feel like the lifesteal on the well might be smarter, but that's even smarter again, because now we've got the lifesteal on all of them. That is the smartest. That would be okay, but we can't. We don't have the stamina for it. We've got 8 stamina though. That's actually okay. Eric Incorporated, you know, we use a lot of stamina very quickly, but actually, this isn't the worst. We might be high stamina use, but it's effective stamina use. I want. And I will get. I want. And I will not get. Yet. Let's just go with this. We've got plenty of lives. This is okay. Questionable. Okay, we ran out of stamina very quickly. He must have had some that stole my stamina, I think. Tim! Look at Tim. Every 2 seconds, every 1.4 seconds, every 2.2. So Tim goes into this. I need. But Tim is just necessary. Sell for 2. I want everything. Okay, this is fine. Right, okay, we got Tim. We're gonna get a Volpatinga. Lipe. Okay, we steal their debuffs. Got a legendary. We got a lot of money. Hello, money. Right, Volpatinga. Now, how would I go about getting this involved? There we go, like that. Like that. Like that. Keep that. Okay. Extra one of those again? Just I think that might be a little overpowered, a little overkill. Okay, right, Volpatinga, you come across ones that you actually touch both of the pets. That can go there, that can go there actually. Or do I want that there? It's not in the trigger, so it's all good. Okay. Volpatinga's getting triggered extra, very high stamina usage, but I think this is okay. I'm going to give it a roll. There was a very slim chance of like another Tim or an extra unique, so I thought it might be worth rolling for it. Okay, let's go. We've got 2 lives remaining. We got a lot of stealing. He's got a very empty backpack. Volcano, but we got Tim. We got Tim, so we steal any and all advantages they have. Hearts of Darkness would be great. But we got Tim now. We don't need the Hearts of Darkness. Who needs the Hearts of Darkness when you've got the Skull of Tim? The Skull of Tim is all you need. Extra space. Right, that goes along so that we can fit the banana involved. Okay. Not that that does a lot for us. And Crown of Doom. It's nice knowing you. Have to pay respect to the dagger. This is actually looking okay now. This is looking pretty good. Okay, they've got a hammer. Oh, look. Hammer at this stage. They've won. They got a random crit. Okay, they poisoning us, but resist. No, we were poisoning them, not they were poisoning us. Like, I saw all of their speeds. They had 2 in power. They had very little spikes. They got a very lucky crit there somehow. Not question it. Okay, I can fit an extra bit of backpack space. This is half price. I'm gonna take it. Potion that makes life a lot better. Three activations on that, pretty good, right? Give me another Tim. Too much to ask, right? I mean, we live or we die by the sword, so I'm gonna put this there. Can't fit anything else on. This will be fine. I'm sure it will. Okay, they've got a magical ice cream of doom. They've got several daggers. Baron Pap Smear. He's a Pap Smear test. We didn't have a Spike Ripper, and he had Bloodthorn of overpoweredness combined with the ice cream of doom, and we got killed by a Pap Smear. That's probably not a good joke to make, actually, because a lot of people die from not getting tested. So on that awkward joke, right, this comes out in one day. I appreciate Cat Moose, who was here earlier, and thank you for the follow. And anyone else that might have been watching lurking, I appreciate you all. I will be back on Friday with something else. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye 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 bye.